You said the reason why you go to different places because the camaraderie. You know, you said Weight Watchers.
Oh, okay, yeah. So people like I say they need to get together. People don't want to go to meetings, but you have to, because when you're independent sales or when you're a salesperson, period, you have to be around people who are going through the same thing that you're going through. That's why I they like say when I said Weight Watchers. They have a meeting once a week, so you get together with somebody who's going through your same struggle, who's experiencing what you're experiencing every day, day in and day out. So one, you're being held accountable, for what you do or don't do, and two, you have somebody who's there on your team to support you. They want you to make it just like you want to make it, and you want them to make it. So you're feeding off of each other's energy, and when you all get into the same room together, no matter how you felt about how bad of a week you had, somebody had a great week, and you're gonna feed off the energy, be like, you know what, I'm making next week a great week. So you have to be around people so that you can get that. It's the same reason people go to church. Whether you go to church Saturday or Sunday, people congregate for a reason. To rebuild, to recharge, to build back up what was torn down throughout the week. So maybe you got all no's this week. What if next week you get all yeses? Because you went to this meeting and you got around people, you talked to people, and they gave you some strategies, they gave you some things they did, some pointers, and you like, I can use that, or I know how to do this now, I can use that, and you take what you learned from them in that one meeting, and the next person you encounter, you use a little tidbit you picked up from Pacino. I'm like, he told me he did this with this person, it worked, and this person's giving me the same thing, so bam, now you already know how to handle that situation because you learned something from somebody else. You can't do that sitting at home soaking.
So for those people who come in business and say, I don't want to go to meetings, I don't want to have to be accountable to go to meetings, stuff like that, because I want to do it like this way, go over here, but they don't want to come out, they don't want to be on the phone and
That's
stuff like that.
That's not how the system's designed. Remember how you said that when you first came into the business, you did things your own way and it didn't work for you? This is designed a certain way, and you have to go with the design. You have to play by their playbook. So going to a meeting is not a bad thing. And if you have a negative stigma around going to a meeting, you have to understand why is that? Why don't you want to go to a meeting? Why don't you want to be around people who are in the business that you're just breaking into, who are successful in that business, who are also trying to gain more success, trying to bring more people on? Why would you not want to do that? What is it that's keeping you from wanting to be around other folks? Is it because you don't want them to be held accountable because you know you have no intention on really doing it? If that's the case, then why are you wasting your time and everybody else's? But if you know this is something that you want to do, going to the meetings is just like going to work every day. It's something that you have to do. If you know you are, Jewish, you know you are, Jehovah's Witness, going to the temple is something that you have to do once a week. If you're a Christian, you got to go into church, and you have to do once a week. You got to put in your work. That is just another thing that you have to do. If you have children, they have football practice on Tuesday nights. Then you got to be there to get them to football practice. It's that simple. When you have things you have to do that you want to do, you make room for them. If it's not something that you want to do, you don't do it.
So for those people that say, I'm going to go out, I'm going to get my business cards, and I'm going to be doing this because, see, I'm not going to really build, a business, like recruit folks and stuff like that. I'm just going to go over here and sell a coffee over here.
Then there's something that's scaring them about going out and recruiting. Yes, having business cards is great and all of that, but you can still, talk to people. You can still pique their interest without having the business. But you just need, that's another reason why you should get around people who are already in the business, because you can ask them what they did until they got their business cards. What did you do until you received your product? When you're on your high, when you just get into this business, you're at the highest point. Ride that high. Utilize it. Don't wait, till I'm waiting for this to come in. I'm waiting for that to come in. Then you come down. And at that point, you're not really feeling it, and it's going to take that much more to rev your engine. You're not going to want to, get back up there again. So instead of wasting that time trying to use excuses like, oh, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that, ask people what they do. What can I do while I'm waiting for this? How do I pique people's interest, just to drop the seed, and come back later and water and fertilize it.
Okay. Good deal.